What's up guys, LA Gamer here, and today I'm bringing you guys episode 17 of my Madden 16 Fantasy Draft Connected franchise mode. Now in today's episode I figured why not show you guys the final season stats. Might as well, right, considering the fact that we are now done with the season. This is the first game of playoffs, the divisional round. I simmed the last couple of weeks, of course, because there was no real entertainment that can really be found in those last few games, just because of the pure fact that we had already clinched playoffs and we had already clinched the number 1 seed in the NFC. Therefore, there was no real reason for me to show you guys the final 2 games of the season. We actually ended up losing one game and winning another game, so it's not a big deal. We finished 12-4, that's our final record. We are first place in the NFC, I believe, first or second place overall in the standings throughout the whole league. Either way, here's a look at our final season stats. I'm not even really looking at them all too closely, but one thing I do want to tell you guys, because I did not show the awards, Jameis Winston did win MVP. He also probably won Best QB. He also probably won Best Offensive Player of the year in the NFC. I didn't check those things, but I know for a fact he won MVP. I did not check if we won Coach of the Year or not though. But it looks like with all XP we have in the top right corner, more than likely we did. Not a big deal though. Here's a final look at the stats, and as we kind of round out the stats here, let's hop into the NFC playoff game. So as we load in right here, you see we're going to get here on the loading screen. We're about to start off the kickoff. I'm really excited for this game. The team we are playing in this first round is actually a division rival in the St. Louis Cardinals. Now, you guys may remember back in about week 4, week 6, somewhere around there, this is actually one of the few teams that beat us, and they actually beat us by scoring 45 points to our 42 or something along those lines. And the thing that we need to remember is this team's offense is deadly, and that was a big issue with when we played them last time. Now, with this being a playoff game and everything, I'm definitely going to bring my A game. I got to bring my 110% effort in this game, because of course these games mean more. As soon as we lose, our season's done, and I don't want that to happen. I want us to make a Super Bowl run. I want us to win the Super Bowl in the first season to add some suspense. Moving on, another thing I want us to discuss, we might as well start now. Under the situation that we win the Super Bowl, I need you guys to comment down below if you would like me to bring this team back for a second season, or if you would like to see me start a new fantasy draft franchise. Make sure to weigh these two options out. Of course, I'm loving the way this series is going. The support and just everything that you guys have been giving me in this series is everything that I could have hoped for and more. In last year's Connected Franchise mode, the first episode got maybe 8,000 views. This first video of this franchise mode actually already has like 18,000 views. So needless to say, this has been much more successful than last year's Madden franchise. And that's all thanks to you guys, and I really appreciate that. So make sure to weigh the two options. Of course, the option towards bringing this team back would be that you get to see Odell again. You get to see how all my players developed. The bad news is it's kind of the same thing. There's not as much difference, and of course I would do another fantasy draft, so it would still be a different team, and it would add some spunk. But both those options are up to you guys. I'm not going to make a decision without your guys' full 100% support. Under the situation that it's a close decision between each side, I will just make whatever decision I believe is better for entertainment and for the channel. So just make sure to comment down below your opinion, and yeah, that's basically all I can say. So either way, back here on defense, we're going to start off pretty weak, as Le'Veon Bell is going to bring that one in for the touchdown for the Arizona Cardinals, and in that situation, we are now down 7-0. Now, something I needed to realize here is I believe the Cardinals starting quarterback is injured, and because of that, they have Ryan Mallett behind the mound, or not behind the mound, but at quarterback. And what I need to recognize here is that they have Ryan Mallett at quarterback. I definitely should be more aggressive towards the run game, because they're not going to pass it as much with Ryan Mallett at quarterback. So I need to start playing that run game. I need to start pressuring Le'Veon Bell at the line of scrimmage and making sure he can't break off those big runs if we want to make sure to have a successful game. Now, something I didn't mention earlier is that Jameis Winston actually got injured on that play where he fumbled earlier. I don't know why I didn't mention it when it happened, but Jameis Winston is out with an injury. That's why we have Charlie Whitehurst as our backup quarterback, and he's actually starting right now because, like I said, Jameis Winston's gone. This is not good news for us whatsoever. And because of that, we're going to give Jamal Charles some extra carries, some more carries than usual, and we're going to be running some relatively basic plays. But oh my goodness, Charlie Whitehurst is actually a beast. If you guys saw this drive and you paid close attention to it, he's actually making some incredible throws that even Jameis Winston usually misses. And I don't understand what made Charlie Whitehurst such a beast, but this is a really impressive game from him. Maybe if Jameis Winston continues to have one of those bad games where he throws a lot of interceptions, Whitehurst wouldn't be a bad option. But talking about good things happening, not only is Whitehurst going beast mode, but Cam Chancellor's going to get the interception right there and get us back on the offensive side of the ball, which is something we really needed to get the momentum back in our hands. So like I said, we're going to keep doing those quick crossing routes. I want to keep it pretty simple, keep the workload pretty easy on Charlie I totally forgot his name now, Whitehurst. Because I don't want it to make things too difficult for him. Like I said, he is a backup quarterback, so we're not going to give him too difficult of a job. Very rarely am I going to try to make a big play with him. For the most part, though, we're going to scramble a little bit outright, just make those relatively easy throws on the run, and just continue to do what we're doing right now, because obviously it's working out pretty well. So now we're going to run the ball up the middle of Jamal Charles. He's actually about to break a few tackles. But don't worry, on the very next player, just a couple of plays later, Vontae Leach is going to bring that one home with the fullback run, and that's going to give us a 14-7 lead. Now, that's not going to be the only big score of this quarter. As you see, we're actually going to get the ball right back, and it's going to be 14-7 once again with us as the team with the lead. So with 2 minutes left in the half, you see we're at the opposing team's 44-yard line. We're going to throw a quick little pass over to the right side to Kevin White, and there we go. We're moving on now to the opposing team's 35-yard line. We're now in range to get the field goal, but let's keep moving down. Let's try to get that touchdown. So we're going to keep moving down with that HP screen, get Jamal Charles in range, and things are looking really good until something devastating happens. We get the ball over to Ladarius Green. We're looking good for the touchdown. We're going to dive for it. He fumbles in the back of the end zone. What are you doing, Green? I don't know why I dove there. I don't know what I was thinking. I just really wanted him to get the touchdown, and that's going to come back to bite me. That's actually going to cost our chances for the touchdown right there. And not only that, but they're going to throw a bomb downfield to get to my 22-yard line, and that's going to kill things for us. But luckily, that's all they're going to do, as they're going to have to settle for a field goal, and because of that, we're going to remain at least with a 14-10 lead. So I can manage that. 14-10 lead's fine with me. But Odell's going to break the tackle right here, and it looks like he's long gone. But sadly, somehow their safety's got, or not even their safety, but some guy on their special teams unit has unbelievable speed, so he's going to catch up to Odell. No need to worry, though, as on a few plays later, Whitehurst is going to scramble out right, make it into the end zone, and that's going to be our third touchdown on the game. I think the second or third touchdown overall by Charlie Whitehurst, and that's going to give us a 21-10 lead. Now, if that's not great enough, we're actually going to get the ball back at halftime, and Odell's going to give us another great return. This one not as great as the last one, but still, he's going to get us to our 44-yard line. That's a great return by any stretch, and because of that, we're going to do some more crossing plays. Now, I don't want to overuse the crossing plays, but we have a really great elusive receiver, so I figure why not keep doing the play that's working. With Jameis Winston, sometimes I get carried away with those big throws, especially with how much throw power he has. I want to sometimes do too much, and in this game I really try to stress not overdoing things, especially because we had a backup quarterback. I felt less obligated to try to make big plays outside of this play. This play was absolutely beautiful. He just dropped a dot right over the cornerback's head, and it landed right in Kevin White's hands. That was a beautiful play by Whitehurst to Kevin White, and that's going to give us another touchdown, and we're going to go up 28-10. Now, if that's not crazy enough, we're going to get the ball back again. Now we're shutting down the run game. I wasn't showing you guys plays, but to start off the first 1 or 2 drives, I think Le'Veon Bell had about 110 yards. Ever since then, he's gotten -5 yards. So to give you guys an example of what's going on, Le'Veon Bell has been shut down and some since that first drive of the game. Like I said, I wanted to stress making them pass the ball with Ryan Mallett, and that definitely seems to be a useful strategy. Now right here, I wanted to dive for the end zone with Jamal Charles, but I learned my lesson with Ladarius Green earlier. I'm still going to give my running back a chance to get the touchdown. Sadly, this time it's not Jamal Charles, it's Christian Michael, but without any worries. I mean, we're up 35-10. Who really cares who gets the touchdown at this point? Let's just keep it going. It's right here. Oh my goodness, Trey Boss is going to crack that guy. He's going to have some bruises getting up in the morning, but I'm sure he doesn't mind. Right now, the only thing the Cardinals are focusing on is trying to get this lead back, because, well, this is basically their playoff chances. They're down by 25 points, so it's not looking very good for them, especially since time is running out. And considering that those were the only big plays of their drive, they ended up having to punt the ball away soon after that big play, or that big passing play. It's looking very, very bleak for them. And I'll be honest with you guys, with this big of a lead, I'm not going to test it. I'm not going to make any big mistakes. We're just going to continuously make the same plays that we normally do. But pay close attention. That throw by Charlie Whitehurst right there, I don't think Jameis Winston could have made that throw. That was an unbelievable throw by him. And to top it all off, to put a little cherry on top, Jamal Charles is going to get the rushing touchdown there. And I didn't want to show you guys more of the massacre that is occurring here. We ended up actually finishing with a 42-17 score. I know we moved pretty quickly. But at the time of that last clip, we were up 42-10. Why continue to show you guys me just laying on the whooping to this team? Nothing really important happened. The Cardinals were able to manage one more touchdown to end the game, but that literally was the extent of their whole entire offense. And because of that, we basically owned them from outside of their first drive. It was just a complete butt whooping, so it really wasn't that interesting. Don't worry, as we move on in the playoffs, I guarantee things are going to get more difficult. Remember, we did lose 4 games in the regular season. There's no guarantees on how these next 2 games are going to go. under the situation that we win the conference playoffs, we'll still have to try to win the Super Bowl. So that's 2 big games that we need to win against probably the top 2 teams left in the NFL. So without further ado, we really just need to bring our A game. We need to continue to bring this effort. A 42-17 whooping. I don't expect that to happen in either of the next 2 games. I expect the next 2 games to be very, very close. But I guess you guys will just have to wait and find out. So if you guys enjoyed, please click the like button below. Make sure to comment your opinion of the series and what I can do to make it more interesting in the comment section below. And make sure to subscribe if you have not already to stay tuned to this series and other series I got going on my channel. To finish off, I'll just show you guys the box score and the final just big stats through for the players that actually managed to win us this game. So I just want to say thank you guys so much for all the support you've been showing, and make sure to comment down your opinion on if I should continue this series or start a new fantasy draft franchise. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.